The truth about selling a restaurant in 2025. What we sell restaurants learned from hundreds of deals, Part 2. This is the second installment in a three-part series examining the restaurant resale marketplace in 2025 and what buyers and sellers need to understand heading into 2026. As we shared in Part 1, selling a restaurant is not as simple as placing an online ad and waiting for buyers to appear. After 2 decades of experience and thousands of transactions, We Sell Restaurants has seen firsthand what actually drives results. The year 2025 stood out as a year filled with familiar lessons, new realities, and several surprises that reshaped how deals came together. In Part 1, we covered 3 major takeaways. Timing matters more than most operators realize, and many wait too long to sell. A 2025 performance cliff emerged between listings based on 2024 results versus actual 2025 performance. The buyer pool shifted, with more first-time buyers, experienced operators, and franchise resale-focused buyers, while seasoned multi-unit buyers were less active. In this second part, we focus on the lessons that most directly impacted deal success in 2025 and will continue to shape outcomes in 2026. Documentation can make or break deals. In 2025, documentation was the single biggest factor separating closed transactions from deals that died. Not marketing, not location, not even price. Buyers were more cautious and better informed than ever before. Due diligence standards increased, and informal explanations no longer carried weight. Incomplete or inconsistent financial records were the most common reason deals stalled or failed. We repeatedly saw the same scenario. A buyer was excited, an offer was made, then financials failed to reconcile. Sales tax filings did not match profit and loss statements. POS data conflicted with reported revenue. In many cases, the issue was poor bookkeeping or slow responses from accountants, which caused buyers to walk. In one deal involving a pizza franchise, POS revenue matched reported sales, but sales tax filings were off by nearly $100,000 in one quarter. The buyer demanded an explanation. The seller's CPA was non-responsive due to tax season delays. The buyer terminated the contract. When the explanation finally arrived, it took minutes. The location had provided non-taxable meals for hurricane relief and charter schools. By then, the buyer had moved on and the deal was lost. Time kills deals. Waiting on accountants, delayed seller responses, postponed showings. All of these cost sellers real money in 2025. Restaurants that sold quickly and at strong prices had organized documentation ready to go, including 2 years of business tax returns, detailed profit and loss statements for 24 to 36 months, current year-to-date financials dated within 90 days, credit card processing statements, sales tax returns that reconciled with revenue, lease agreements and rent payment history. Sellers who had everything prepared closed faster. Those who scrambled to reconstruct records faced discounts or deal failure. Claims of unreported cash revenue were a deal killer. Buyers and lenders only pay for provable income. Statements like, "The real numbers are higher," caused buyers to walk, not pay more. Leases were the second major documentation obstacle. Sellers often assumed leases were transferable only to discover restrictive language buried deep in the agreement. Issues included delayed approvals, higher rents upon assignment, unexpected fees, strict buyer qualifications, and percentage rent clauses. Smart sellers entered the market with transfer language highlighted, early landlord communication, clear documentation of rent and CAM payments, written confirmation of approval requirements. Preparation before listing mattered more than ever. Pricing strategy, what actually worked. Pricing correctly from day one was the difference between fast sales and stalled listings. In 2025, the market punished overpricing. Buyers had data, alternatives, and patience. Restaurants priced realistically sold faster and closer to asking price. Listings that attempted to test the market sat unsold and lost credibility. The fastest moving inventory was found at the highest price tiers and at lower entry points. The slowest segment sat in the mid-range where sellers attempted to push valuation beyond market reality. Those listings required multiple reductions and ultimately sold for less. We Sell Restaurants reviewed listing performance weekly, tracking days on market against buyer activity and multiples applied to earnings. When activity slowed, pricing and positioning were adjusted quickly. Overpricing carried hidden costs. Each week on the market increased buyer skepticism. Fresh listings created urgency. Stale listings attracted discounts. In one case, a family-owned seafood restaurant was valued at $412,500. We recommended listing at $395 in dollars. The seller wanted $495,000. After discussion, he agreed to the lower price. The result was multiple showings, competing offers, and a full-price sale within 6 weeks that exceeded expectations. By contrast, a comparable deli listed elsewhere sat for over a year with repeated price cuts before selling far below market value. Strategic price reductions worked only when done decisively, supported by market feedback and paired with refreshed marketing. Small frequent reductions damaged credibility. Testing the market by listing high consistently failed. Qualified buyers ignored those listings. Only low offers appeared. Hidden factors that sold restaurants in 2025. One surprise in 2025 was the growth of unsecured credit-based financing. Buyers with strong personal credit were able to secure $300,000 to $400,000 without SBA loans. This opened doors for deals with declining revenue or short lease terms that banks would not approve. These deals closed quickly but carried risk. Any change to the buyer's credit profile could kill the deal. We saw transactions collapse when buyers made large purchases before closing. Credit-based financing requires absolute discipline. SBA lending remained strong for well-performing restaurants with clean financials and solid leases. The key was preparation. Complete documentation upfront prevented delays. The government shutdown created a temporary backlog, but that pipeline is expected to normalize. Seller financing played a smaller but still important role, mainly to bridge small gaps or demonstrate confidence. However, SBA rule changes now require seller financing to remain on standby for the full loan term, which will continue to impact deal structures. Training and transition support mattered more than ever. Buyers expected hands-on training. Sellers who invested time into transition sold faster and avoided disputes. Sellers who disappeared after closing created immediate problems. Curb appeal played a major role. Buyers formed opinions quickly. Minor investments in paint, cleaning, and maintenance often resulted in higher offers and faster sales. Online reputation also began influencing outcomes. Restaurants with strong reviews generated more buyer confidence. Poor ratings raised concerns about brand rehabilitation and affected pricing. What this means for 2026. As 2026 approaches, successful sales will continue to be driven by preparation, transparency, and alignment with today's buyer expectations. Timing still matters. Early year activity remains strong. Honest presentation of performance matters even more. Buyers uncover the truth every time. The buyer mix has shifted and listings must be positioned accordingly. Preparation is no longer optional. Financials, leases, operations, and presentation all directly impact speed and price. This series concludes next week with the final installment. If selling in 2026 is even a possibility, preparation should start now.